One of the most unique Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles mods just dropped, and I really just had to talk about it after playing it. So today we're going to be talking about a brand new mod. It's called the Deep Brave Story, and it pretty much turns Midlight's Deep into a whole different type of story expansion where you can recruit every single character that you've encountered so far, whether it be like villain or hero. So let's talk about it. Let's go through each of the different types of chapters, what they talk about in the chapters, and who you can recruit in these chapters. So to get started, you're gonna need several things to even get this mod running. This mod remixes every encounter in Midlight's Deep with customized enemy formations, some of which include unique recruitments for characters who are not normally obtainable. The developer of the mod mentions it's something to consider as like a post-game challenge, maybe some like role-playing bits in there, some extra units to collect. It's not super crazy, but it does require a few things to get functioning and a couple different mods, which I'll have listed in the description below. But just to run through them with everyone, and just in case you need them, you need Midbright's Deep, which pretty much lights up Midlight's Deep. It is a must-have, honestly. It's a ton of fun. I love being able to see everything. The unused text restoration, the generics chant again, pretty much restoring all the chanting for every single character across the board. You need Dark Knight and Onion Knight generic mod. It is a must-have because they're going to be in several of the fights. And you need the War of the Lions character repair, which brings back Luso and Balthier. So let's talk about the different characters you can get in every single chapter, and they're going to be 10 chapters. So chapter 1, A Rift Opens. This is when we're going to be able to recruit Luso and his trusty black chocobo. It is a really interesting map. It's not too crazy, but it's pretty difficult with the different variety and the different formations that they have, but pretty much follows the same route in just recruiting him. He is the game hunter. He's a pretty solid character overall, but I'm not really too crazy about him. It's chapter 2 who we really gonna have a permanent. So in chapter 2, enter the leading man. Now this is our guy. This is the one and only Balthier. My shot is fast, but my name's not Balthier. This is him. He obviously starts off stoned, petrified, I'm sorry, not stoned, you know, maybe, who knows. He has the greatest weapon in the game, obviously the stone shooter, pea shooter, whatever it might be. And you're just pretty much killing these ghosts and everything. It's really easy, you kind of just Phoenix down everything and just get through it. Now, several chapters later, you're gonna go through, you know, the gauntlet of things, but once you hit chapter 5, we're gonna enter the Dragon's Den. Now, you can get 2 recruitments here, depending on the formation that you have, the RNG enemy formation. So it's either gonna be a generic Holy Dragon, or you're gonna get Gobeth, which is pretty much one of the goblins, I guess, pretty cool goblin. I mean, I don't really use them. I don't really use like any of those monsters like that, but you know, it's cool to have. Now we start getting into the nitty gritty. Once we start entering chapter 6, we're gonna be able to recruit someone after every single chapter. And chapter 6 is brutal. It's brutal. It's actually insane. Pretty much have to rescue Zalbag. Now, Zalbag is being attacked by several Ultima demons. Your brother, Darg, in his, you know, ultimate form, in his whatever form, oh my god, the stone form, his zodiac form, whatever you want to call it, whatever it might be. And you also have to fight Zalbag Undead Bag. This pretty much goes as you would expect. You are getting absolutely riddled with summons, Cyclops, Bahamut, you name it, you're getting hit with it, and it is absolutely insane. It's a pretty tough fight, and I think this is one of the fights where all the enemies are pretty much scaled up by like 10 levels. So that's something to keep in mind as you're battling through. Now, on to the next chapter, chapter 7, Templar Troubles. This is where you're gonna be able to recruit Isiuld. Isiuld is easily one of the strongest characters for some reason. This man is one-shotting these ultimate demons with his spear like it's nothing. He is, granted, he does have the strongest spear in the game, but he is just running a fade on them. He is beating the brakes off of the enemies in this game. And you know what? I respect that. And you know what? His sister would also respect that. Much love to Isiuld. Thank you so much for helping out the squad. I'm not going to be using you, but I appreciate you. Now, on to chapter 8. We're going to be talking about nightmares, the things I have every single night, with my 2 favorite characters. And obviously, the first recruit... Actually, so let me backtrack. So you can recruit 2 characters here, but you are also going to be assisted by another 2 characters. You're going to be assisted by Letty and Celis, the assassins. Now, they're going to beat the brakes off of pretty much, they can solo the whole map, pretty much, like how it works. They just instantly KO everything. So if you do get them, you're pretty much lucked out. You don't really have to do much work. But if you get Elmdor, ooh, Elmdor. Look, the spirit mod, oh my god, I can't even talk. The sword spirit ability doesn't work unless you have a specific mod, like when you're controlling him, but he will just run around, do massive teleportation, just beat the brakes off everything as usual. But then you have a potential of getting Gaffgarion, who is my favorite character as usual with Agrius, but Gaffgarion will just show up and you have to, first of all, this is crazy. This Gaffgarion fight, it's against humans, and these humans all are like dual-handed. They have 2 crossbows or 2 bows, and they're just laying siege on you. It quite literally is like a siege. We're, you know, the Goltanas are knocking at the door and we're fighting them. All right, that's what's happening. And honestly, after getting Gaffgarion, it's pretty like bittersweet. It's like, damn, because I got him while I was also playing as like the Fell Knight Ramza mod, the Heretic mod. And it's so bittersweet, and it's so awesome to just have him in your party and be like, yo, he's back from the dead once again. Now, Chapter 9, of Light and Dark. This is easily the hardest map. Well, it's the second hardest map, depending on the enemies that you get. Chapter 10 is obviously going to be the hardest, but Of Light and Dark is actually insane. So let's go over who you might have. If Holy Knight Delita is there, you're fighting against Argath or Algus, whatever it might be, and he is the Undead Knight, he is the Dark Knight, whatever it is. So you're fighting him with his old party, beating the brakes off of him, you get to control Delita, it's really bittersweet, absolutely decimating the field, as usual. Great time, great time. Then there's a fight, Dice Dark, great time, nothing too crazy, but then we get to be able to recruit Wiegraf. Being able to recruit Wiegraf is actually insanity. You're not just recruiting Wiegraf, you're also fighting Velius. Like, okay, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And it is an insane fight. It's an insane fight, I think. And it's just, again, it brings back all of these different memories and moments that you have in Final Fantasy Tactics. And just being able to have, like, Wiegraf fight against, like, his evil self, pretty much, before he gets corrupted by the stones. It's really cool, and I think it plays really well, and I always wanted to have him as like a party member, or like stop him from getting corrupted, and I think this allows that to happen. And then we have the final Chapter 9 battle, Alma and Simon. Now, when Alma and Simon are on the field, we have to fight all Ultima demons, and we also have to fight Ultima. And we also have to fight whatever Ultima's name, whatever, the bad Alma, right? And let me tell you, this fight had me sweating bullets. The latex mommy was not there, but I was sweating bullets. Oh my God, what a fight. What a fight to endure. It was actually crazy how much fun this fight was. And again, it's just like you're reliving the final moments and you're battling through. But you have Simon there to help you out, even though he gets instantly killed half the time. Alma there to help you out, just like it's in the final battle. I think it's a lot of fun. It's really unique. It adds a lot of different structure, but Simon is absolutely broken if you do have his Sage job. Ooh, man, he is a menace. He is a menace. So let's go through Chapter 10. Now, usually you're gonna fight the other Zodiac Stone guy here, and this is where you can get Zodiark, that one summon, absolutely broken. But going through this, you can have the potential to get Orin, Valmafra, Ovelia, or a generic demon. Pretty sure it's just a generic demon with like by Diablos, whatever his name is. But let me tell you, you're fighting Delita. You're fighting Delita. Delita is actually cracked in this. It's like King Delita with his girl. Oh my God. This man has like an infinite mana shield. This man hits for 999 every turn. If I didn't have like my infinite life chemist, this would be over. He truly is a menace, and no matter how much damage you do to him, it's always gonna hit that mana shield first, and then you could like whittle his health down. But this guy was beating the brakes off of me. And even before you get to him, you have to go through a slew of Dark Knights. You have to go through the whole gauntlet of enemies. It is actually crazy. And obviously Orin, is it Dark Knights or is the demons? I don't remember. But Orin ain't doing shit here. He is over here. He can't freeze Delita. He can't slow Delita. Orin's like, let me open my book and just do that. It doesn't really do anything to him. But let me tell you, I was in a flow state fighting Delita. And then obviously all the other characters are great. But no, fighting Delita, again, it just feels like it all comes full circle. Like Ramza, it's the two opposite ends. Ramza the Heretic against Delita the King. And honestly, I just need to showcase this mod because I haven't seen anyone talk about it. It's a brand new mod. I think it came out like last week. So if you guys are playing Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles on the PC, please check out this mod. I'm going to have all the details below. It is on Nexus Mods. It is PC only at the moment. But please, please, please support the dev. This is a ton of fun. And just, again, Any new mods you guys see, please let me know, and I'm so down to play them. But I'm Big Out 227. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. Same, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I'm always down for some more tactical gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!